Hey everyone, this is my first video, and today we'll be going over the April 2025 public forum debate topic. Resolved, the United States federal government should substantially increase its investment in domestic nuclear energy. We'll jump straight into it with a resolution analysis. When deconstructing the revolution, you really want to look at the actor, the action, and who is affected. The actor in this case is obviously the United States federal government, and the action is substantially increasing its investment in domestic nuclear energy. And while it may be vague, who is affected can include Americans, the U.S. energy grid, renewable and fossil fuels, climate change, and international norms. Let's go more into depth about the actor. For this resolution, the actor is the United States federal government. In contrast to the February topic, this resolution directly addresses the federal government. Because of this, forming statistics and quantifiable data for cases will be much easier, as the government makes its fiscal data available to the public. Make sure to include evidence like this in your contentions, as they are much harder to refute against. Additionally, the word domestic in the resolution helps debaters conclude that the United States federal government would be increasing investment in our own country's nuclear energy, not anywhere else. Moving on, let's look at the action, domestic nuclear energy. To start off, nuclear energy is the use of sustained nuclear fission to generate heat and electricity. By substantially increasing the investment in domestic nuclear energy, the United States federal government would be increasing the funding of the following investments and more. 1. The Office of Nuclear Energy receiving over $1.68 billion for research and development activities in fiscal year 2024. 2. Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act allocating $6 billion to support domestic nuclear power. And 3. The Inflation Reduction Act, which includes approximately $30 billion in incentives for nuclear power. Let's focus more on who is affected. American taxpayer dollars will ultimately be the source of money for investment. However, Americans might also see a lower or higher energy price. While not addressed, nuclear energy production creates radioactive waste that is extremely harmful to the environment. However, nuclear energy is still better than fossil fuels due to lack of carbon emissions. And if the US becomes a dominant authority in the nuclear energy field, other countries might become reliant on it for the amount of power it produces, turning into some bad consequences. Finally, you might be wondering why this topic is relevant or important. Well, nuclear power currently provides about 19% of the nation's electricity, with 104 nuclear reactors operating. There are also ongoing discussions about the role of nuclear power in a low-carbon energy future, with some advocating for new nuclear power plants and others emphasizing the importance of renewables. Advocates argued that this could be the dawn of a nuclear renaissance, given the low emissions from nuclear plants and the promise of lower cost and greater reliability from a new generation of reactor design. Now, if you're wondering, I did use sources for this video, ranging from the US Department of Energy to statistics and surveys from ongoing discussion and nuclear power percentages. Anyways, thank you. Please leave any questions in the comments, and you can access a slideshow in the description.